Welcome to week 7 of our SAT vocabulary study. There will be a quiz next week after we have the week 8 words. Also, I want to give you a heads up, even though it's a few weeks away. After we have the week 8 quiz, week 7 and 8 quiz, we'll take a week off, and during that period of time, you will have an opportunity to study the first 8 weeks of our vocabulary for your first 8-week exam. I don't know the exact date of that yet, but it will be about a week and a half after the week 8 quiz, so probably in about 2.5 weeks. Additionally, I want to let you know that the homework for this week is at the end of this video, so please do not stop at the last word. You're going to need to continue to listen on so that you can complete the homework. The notes and the homework need to be completed by Thursday. This week we have all nouns. And remember, nouns can be a people, it can be a place, it can be a thing, or it can be that abstract concept or idea, as many of our nouns in SAT study are. Our first word is candor. And this is one of those abstract things, an idea or a concept. And to speak with candor is to speak with frankness, openness, honesty, and being sincere. You can express candor in your speech and in the way you express yourself. But basically, it means open and honest, straightforward. Now, do not use this word as an adjective. You don't, candor does not describe a noun. It is a noun, and it is not an action. She does not candor things. In that case, you would be using it as a verb, and that's incorrect. So we need to make sure that we use the word correctly. Look at the following sentence carefully, how it's used in the sentence. So here's a picture of Miley Cyrus. Like her or not, one has to respect Miley Cyrus for speaking with candor about her actions. In an interview with NBC's Matt Lauer, she was very straightforward. Often you hear the phrase speaking with candor or spoke with candor. Often you'll pair those words, speak and candor, together because they're so closely connected. Think of the word candid. Someone who is candid is also very open, so it's another form of the word. Our next noun is fortitude, and to have fortitude is to have the mental and emotional strength when facing some sort of difficulty. You are patiently courageous. Someone that has fortitude shows patient courage. You can think of all kinds of people. Someone who is suffering from a disease and they're going through treatments, and they're showing the emotional and mental strength and the physical strength, for that matter, to get through it. The example that I have here will probably be another very clear one. When I think of fortitude, I think of someone who runs a marathon. Because a marathon is 26.2 miles long, it takes a runner with great fortitude to endure to the finish. You have to be really tough, mentally, physically, emotionally, and you've got to be very patient in training for it. So, someone with lots of fortitude. Our next word is calamity, and this can be an event with disastrous consequences. Terrible things come from calamities. Now, you can think of typical calamities like hurricanes or earthquakes, or you can think of minor ones, and when someone is using hyperbole or they're exaggerating a little bit. For example, let's say, ladies, that it is the day for your bridging ceremony, and you come, you get ready for school, and you're getting your hair all done and your dress all put on and everything, and your hair doesn't work out so well, and your shoe breaks, your heel in your shoe breaks, and when you get to school and try to get out of the car, it starts pouring down rain, and then you walk into school and you see someone that you're not so fond of wearing the same exact dress you are. You may say, what a calamity this is. Well, it's really not a calamity. you're exaggerating, you're using hyperbole, but the word can be used in that way. A lot of times people will over exaggerate using this word. And this is not an exaggerated use here, since the calamity caused by earthquake in Haiti, aid workers and generous donations have helped rebuild the country. Next we have accolade, and an accolade is an award or an honor or some sort of special distinction or high praise. If Malala had won the Nobel Peace Prize, we would have said that she won the highest accolade of all. Actually, the people who did win it, which is very worthy organization, were the recipients of the accolade. It could be awards or banquet, sports banquet, you get most valuable player or something like that. That too is an accolade. At the end of the year, when we have our Turkey Foot Honors Nights, when you receive specific awards, those are accolades as well. This is a little old, but I'll go ahead and use it anyway. Although he received the NFL Coach of the Year accolade in 2009, Marvin Lewis earned no praise the following year for his team's pathetic, and it was, 4-12 record. But we all know that things are much better now. Our next word is wrath, and something that exhibits wrath is a strong, stern, vengeful anger, punishment. Um, when you say, oh, you do something wrong, or you get a bad grade or something, and you might say, oh, I don't want to feel the wrath of my mom. Um, you can use wrath when it comes to calamities as well. Storms, the wrath of the storm struck the tree in our front yard, something like that. So remember that this is a noun. Wrath, just think of it as a thing. It's an abstract thing, but it's a thing nonetheless. And you wouldn't want to use it as an adjective describing another noun, nor would you use it as an action. You don't wrath something. So please be very, very cautious of this, because I've been seeing some sentences with the nouns that we've been learning that are using the words incorrectly. And you've really got to pay attention to the sentence that I show here and think carefully about how you would use the word in a sentence. While parents thought Mrs. Wright was winsome, students were in fear of her frightening wrath when they didn't complete their work. So that's an example of a strong, vengeful anger or punishment from Miss Wright. Okay, homework is coming up next. Hang on tight. So on the opposite page in your ILJ, you're going to make some lists. You can organize them any way you wish, but I'm going to be looking for thoroughness and effort. I've seen some ILJs where this is not occurring, and this is a warning right now, I'm going to start grading more um, critically. I need to see more effort from a lot of students. Some of you are doing an amazing job, and I appreciate it, and you're getting something out of it, but some of you need to step up to the plate a little bit. So anyway, this week, I simply want you to use these words, and you're going to make 5 separate lists. And look at the bullets here. List 5 situations in which a person should always use candor. 5 examples of fortitude in a person. You can use real life examples, or you can just use situations. 5 types of calamity. 5 accolades, types of accolades, and then 5 situations where wrath might be present, either in a person or in nature. Take one of those 25 things that you list, and I want you to illustrate it and label it, and use colored pencils. And make sure that the label is clear so I know which item from whatever list you have done. Don't make the illustration teeny tiny. Try to fill up as much space as possible without interfering with the lists that you've created. I hope that I see wonderful, wonderful effort in this homework assignment, and it's highly possible that when I check this on Thursday, I'll ask you to do something with one or more of these items that you've listed. Okay, that's it for this evening.